Alright, I'm gonna be doing Talos today. It's another champ I see frequently talked about as being on the weak side. I think she's okay. I don't really consider her super strong, but she's pretty middle of the road overall, I would say. Honestly, another thing about these champs is like they are attached to their starter cards, which is part of what you have to evaluate. It's like, is Orakai the best in a vacuum? Maybe not. He's good, but he also has like the best starter card, whereas like Talos on her own is probably fine, but her starter card just sucks. I think Inspire's among the worst starter cards of the new clans. It can be okay, but it's just, I don't know. There's really not much ceiling with it, and the floor isn't too great either. You know, the other starter is just so much better. That's another thing. It's like maybe seeing the other starter, it's like I would never choose Inspire over Just Cause, but a quick thing about Talos, all three of her paths are fine, but they're not always pickable. Like with Orakai, I can really pick all three of his paths on any run and probably be fine, but Talos is really weak in the first like 2 to 3 rings, but especially ring 1, she's very weak. Unless you do the resolve path. You know, typically if I have a weak start, I'll just default to the resolve path, which is fine, but the other 2 paths are very weak in ring 1, so that's something you kind of have to evaluate. As far as secondary clan, I don't think there's anything particularly broken with her, so we can probably just do full random. I think she typically would want, like, maybe the OG clans, something like Hellhorned would be alright. You know, they have additional overstacking. She likes to have an overstacked floor. She likes other things that can trigger shift. Hellhorn has multiple of those. She likes units that can scale. Hellhorn is really good at that. So like, if I wanted like the best secondary, I could probably just choose Hellhorn, or like, you know, just Lazarus League and let Lazarus League take over. But we'll go full random. As far as Pyres, now I would say Talos is actually a good example of one that Life Mothers is not that good on, in my opinion, because my criticism of Life Mothers is that it's just not helping you in a really cursed start. And Talos is very prone to these. Like, if we end up randoming into, like, Pyreborn and get, like, a Miser start, it's one of the worst things that you can have, and you definitely don't want a Life Mother's Pyre at that point. But I also don't want to choose, like, one of the super strong Pyres to have it carry, you know, Talos, so to speak. Like, I kind of am tempted to do Pyre of Savagery, but it might fall under that category of being too strong. The thing is, it really covers a lot of her problems. You know, these higher attack Pyres, it's the highest attack Pyre in the game. So that's really good for characters that have bad starts, because it takes less damage from leaking tanks, which you'll almost certainly do, and leaking bosses, which you'll almost certainly do. And then on top of that, Pyre of Savagery has just a really nice effect for Talos, especially if we went like the Celebrate path, which skews towards health. So having some additional attack scale is really nice. But again, people might think that it's not a great example of showing off how to play her if I choose a really strong Pyre like Pyre of Savagery, so maybe I won't. I could maybe choose like Herzl's Horde. I kind of want to choose an attack, or a Pyre that has low attack, so 35 or 30, to show her weak side, which is that start. You know, these lower attack Pyres are going to be your hardest problems typically. Fire's Greed's pretty good too. We could do that. It's nice just to get the extra money, plus that money could benefit us early since we're almost certainly going to leak. Maybe I'll do Greed. This is the one that when I very first started playing, I kind of spammed this one. It just seemed really solid. I definitely say it's like an A tier Pyre, but I don't think it like carries a run necessarily. I think it has bad starting, it has good health, but it has bad attack, which honestly I'd rather have attack than health on almost any of these Pyres. You know, people say like, I've seen some complaints about Pyre of Savagery's health, and I'm like, yeah, it has the lowest Pyre health, but who cares? Like, you're taking less hits when you have the highest attack in the game. Also, the health doesn't... Having the extra health into the Titan fight doesn't matter because I have so much extra attack on it that it takes way less turns to actually kill the minion. And the effect also just helps me not leak when my units are actually doing more damage. But we'll do like Fire's Greed, I think. It's strong. I don't want to pick like a super weak Pyre with her because I don't consider her necessarily super strong. It's just kind of middle of the road. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. Now, and I also, one nice thing about her is she's really like a 0 pip champion. Because of her flying ability, you know, you're always going to want to overstack a floor with her. All right, we got Battle Dancer, which is not the greatest without a just cause, but it gave us Lazarus, but not the mix, so that's actually fine. We may not have Lazarus take over the run. We still may. We'll see, but they might mix and match here. Overall, I think these are pretty good starters. The Battle Dancer might typically not be that good for Talos because there's no initial shift other than your flying, but we have It's Alive, so we have some additional shift, plus it's just a really strong starter card, and we have Cleave, which we know is an amazing card. We do have to fight Seraph of Dominion, which can be annoying. Especially with like unit-based decks, which typically Talos will be. You know, all of her abilities really key off having good units that can scale. Spikes, so this will want some front-loaded damage. Cleave will be very good for spikes. Kale. And then Siphon Archean, who's typically the hardest. That actually is probably the hardest fight that I see here. So let's see. Definitely going to take the Lightforge first. I want to see if what I'm offered here. Okay, too bad we didn't get offered the Celebrate path. I think this is a good enough start that I would have taken the Celebrate path because I really would have wanted that extra scaling of health into the Dominion fight. So we still may flex it. So here's what I will say about these two paths. Valor is stronger early, melee weakness is stronger late. And maybe they're about the same in the mid-game. I did say Siphon Archean is probably our hardest fight. But I don't know that that's true. I think it would be our hardest fight if we did go Celebrate. But if these are our options, I'm like, well, if I am saying that Archean is the hardest fight, then Battle Cleric would make sense. However, even if it's the hardest fight of those three up there, I feel like I want the melee weakness one. I think it's overall generally better than Battle Cleric, other than the fact that it's not as good in the opener, but we have some additional shift for it with the It's Alive. And I can totally play it on Talos. I think this is pretty likely that I just take the melee weakness one here. And it also, I think I'll be able to show off how to play. There's not like much nuance to the resolve path. It's like you just stick her on the floor and let her build Valor to stuff. Like I don't know that is as good of a video, but this one actually has a certain amount of skill ceiling to it that you have to learn, the melee weakness path, but it's technically, I think, her best path overall. And hopefully we'll be able to showcase that here. Ooh, really strong starter. So definitely Emote Tome. That's just the best artifact in the game, probably, for neutrals. And it'll be really good here. I mean, now we can get like 0 cost that It's Alive, then it double shifts, and we can put whatever unit in front. It's really good. I could 0 cost it and hold it over. That'd be super powerful. Alright, Mark of Invasion. There is a little bit of risk here. It is the tougher boss. It is Dominion's Preservation, which is not that hard. I can also just let these guys leak. Give myself gold. That's not out of the question. But I don't know. If I go top, I might end up losing. I don't know. Should I go top? We're going to take the trail no matter what. Let's try to figure out what we want to do here. Like playing into Pyre's greed, I usually just don't care too much about purposely taking unit damage. I usually just factor in that I'm going to take Vengeful Shard damage and get money there, but and I let the other leaks naturally happen. You know, Pyre health is still pretty important here. But, you know, if these guys are only doing 3 damage is probably worth 10 gold. I think that's about the threshold. But do I let all of them through? I feel like we still to beat this boss. Like I don't want to leak this boss at all. Let's go like this. We can kill a few of them and maybe just leak like one. We'll see whatever naturally happens here. So the cooldown is 2 on this. We're not really making use of the melee weakness here. Typically if you don't have the Mark of Invasion, you're wanting to shift her down the first turn just to get some extra damage on the first tank. But in this case, I think we're fine just to go up here. I do want to get my Inspire rolling there. And then, so we'll take 1 there, that's fine. If I let all 4 of them up, we're likely to get a cleave, but if we don't, it's like I'll just take another hit. I almost like don't want to put any more units here so that I can let all 4 through. And that is what I'll do. I'm going to put these in front. The sooner I can replay that equipment across my top floor, the better. Alright, cleave's definitely going here. Might as well... Trying to think. This floor, it kills this anyway. I'll shift, so yeah, let's just do this. Doesn't really matter if I played it first there because I don't have the Ember to do much else here. Let's give you that because you're going to the front, I think. Get another one of these dying. Now we do have the boss coming up, but we got another wave. Let's go ahead and still do this. We're going to try not to give him any extra rage, but it might just sort of happen. Alright, we drew both of these this turn, which does make me think I don't need to hit the ability here. I definitely want this guy to get some stats. I mean, I could still do the ability here because this guy's gonna die anyway. So let's do this just so I can maximize the where I want to actually play these things. This guy will eventually get his health back as long as I don't leave him in front. Now these you can really throw anywhere. You know, I can even replay them up here and whatnot. Doesn't matter too much. We want both those to hit us. Let's just go ahead and do this then. You should really never play your Vengeful Shards unless you're really close to death with a Pyre's Greed. Alright, we'll save her ability for the boss. Let's go ahead and just shift all of those. We do get 1 stack of rage here, that's fine. Alright, move you forward, move you forward, move you forward, move you forward. It didn't matter, I mean, we just, we probably, if I was min-maxing there, want to end with the steward in front, but I could see that that guy was killed by a metric mile, so it didn't matter. Rising Rage does have an Ember attached. It would... That's the only thing making me think maybe I don't take it. Talos also very often goes against the Monster Train 2 philosophy of filling your floors. Very often we are, and even filling it top floor only. We're very often just mainly playing top floor. with Talos, but with the melee shift one, not necessarily. Bottom floor is certainly doable as well, but it's still like one floor usually. Rising Rage, not so good if I end up going bottom floor, but definitely good if I end up going top floor. It's good with my melee weakness shift, it's good with my battle dancer. But if I go mid or bottom, it's not so good. It's good to overstack with it. The other option, Wobbler's probably not really on my list right now. But Divinity would be another option. It's really good with the emote tome if I get it down to a 1 cost, which is not too hard to do. Also need to think like where I'm going here. Probably need to go Merchant of Steel, which makes me less wanting the Divinity. Divinity sucks unless you're going to pour upgrades into it. Just kind of like Ritual Battle in that sense. Lazarus, League, and Banished, they're both pretty equally good, I would say. I think Banished I can't really miss on, since I have additional shift. Laz I could miss on. There are some that really just want to work with the Lazarus League buffs, which I don't really have any of right now. But there are, Test Subject Alpha would be really good, and so would Plague Doctor. They would still have low stats, though, for now. But, they would at least take the Erratic, the Scissors Hands well, they would take the Inspire well, they would take It's Alive well, kinda. Also, just getting my It's Alives down in cost would be nice. Getting an Intrinsic on Rising Rage would be nice. But, I don't know. It's like, say I get offered like a Plague Doctor, it still is a 9 health unit. We're going to have troubles killing the Spikes boss, which is a 50-50. And even Elabor the Wall these days is a monster. I think we have to go to the Merchant of Steel, so factoring in the Merchant of Steel, I think it's pretty clear that we take the Rising Rage here. Okay. Well, we're finally not going to take Overworked Assistant. It's like definitely not winning out over the other things here. It's still okay. Like, if I thought I needed some AoE and I didn't even, without even reanimating it, it's still a 0-cost 1-pip unit I can put down. And since it reanimates, it's like I could incant, say, twice or something, and it will blow up for 16 damage to the whole floor. That's not horrible. It's kind of like having a Surge Stone Vent or something. But my AoE's fine with the Cleaves. Another thing is, if I go to the Merchant of Magic, Holdover Cleave would be amazing. I don't know if I would take it over Holdover It's Alive, though, with this deck. That's like a pretty tough call. Permafrost Cleave would be fine. Intrinsic Cleave could actually be okay, too. I might take that over Intrinsic Rising Rage. Am I trying to talk myself into that Merchant of Magic? I feel like we'll be fine with the melee weakness variant into Spikes. That's already a lot of front-loaded damage. I'm leaning toward another It's Alive. I mean, it's so good. Forevermore Serum's good, but it has an Ember attached. I already took 1 Ember. Yeah, let's just take this. It's another shift. It's more scaling, and we're taking Banished. A lot of them will have shift, even if they don't. It's good. Ooh, Titanite multi. Almost certainly going to be good on no matter what we find. Okay, these are not the units I necessarily wanted to see. However, Sword Maiden, pretty dang good with the Lazarus starter, the Exiled starter. Because every time I play that, it will count as Artifice, even if I play it on the other units on the floor. So, I have to imagine it's Sword Maiden here. That's pretty dang strong. Plus, I can, if I do add an equipment, which is likely, I can draw it in the opener without having to put the label on it. The only thing is that the Titanite doesn't have a great target right now, and it's such a good... I mean, it's fine. I'm just going to put it on the Sword Maiden. It's fine. I can get 2 of these things as well. I'll just shift them around. I could also put a Reanimate here. Let's see how many steals are we hitting. Looks like this one's very likely to get hit since it has an Empyrean well attached. Same with this one. And the other, Alcove and Health might be fine. Banished, yeah, this one's probably not as fine. So this one for sure gets hit. I have to imagine this gets hit as well. We'd have to think about... Wow, we're hitting a lot of steals. Wow, we're going to hit so many steals on this run. That's wild. Now I'm thinking, this is a weird map. Now I'm like, where am I going to hit a Merchant of Magic? Because I kind of wanted to hit the arms and the Pyre health here, but with the Emote Tome, I really need to hit a magic at some point. But look how hard it is for me to hit a magic here. It's like I could hit this one, but this is definitely one I could hit. But like I do need to hit like Pyre Remains at some point. I mean, I hit it there, but just one is not good enough. Like I maybe hit this one, but then I'm not hitting that magic. Well, we'll just have to see. My thing is like if I wasn't going to visit many more steals, then this is pretty easy just for me to stick a Reanimate right here. It helps me to survive like a bad turn because the low health of 14 where I have to put him in the front. I don't know though. I don't know that Battle Dancer is that important because I mean we got a lot of hell vents. I'm almost certainly hell venting this Sword Maiden at least once, because keep in mind, Artificer works anybody on the floor, so it's like, if I want multiple of these Sword Maidens on the floor, so they're just all giving each other Valor. You know, the Shift is fine, but I'm getting much more Valor, I think, from the Sword Maiden. I think we're hitting the arms. We just want to fill our deck with more equipment, I think. And any arms and armories that I can hit naturally would be fine. So I should save my gold, I think. Even the 25 gold. Maybe 15 is fine. It's not that much gold to spend. And we're Fire's Greed. I'll do the 15 here. It's probably fine. Does -1 screw me? It makes me not able to play the Calcified Ember. That's about it. It doesn't do too much else to me. It is Spike's boss, but I think we'll be fine. Our Sword Maiden's gonna clean. Alright, we want you there, we want you there. And you guys can just go wherever. I probably should have went down that turn, but that's fine. We're gonna move you up for now. And I think we just shift you forward. And then do this. Alright, get some of these guys. It's a little awkward. I think I'll do this though. I don't probably won't end next turn with Sword Maiden in front. We already this is why we add the health or reanimate to Battle Dancer, by the way, for situations like this coming up. Okay, so let's start giving this floor some of this. He actually does survive just fine here. You want to go like this. Yeah, we're fine. Knights of Entropy can be a little scary sometimes, but we're not too scared here, and we might as well just keep, you know, replaying it to gain more of that. Did I accidentally play a Vengeful Shard? I probably did. Who knows? Seems like something I would do. Might just want to cleave here. It's probably fine. And shift a little more. Might as well keep him in front, actually, to get the that 40 armor. That'll definitely secure victory. And just for good measure, we'll go ahead and do this. Let those two things hit us. Boom. Alright, Windblade, pretty easy choice here. We could also take another cleave, but like I said, we want as many items as possible, and this is definitely going on Talos. It could go on Battle Dancer as well, but on Talos, it's gonna open up what I can do with her. You know, I can put her on any floor now and get pretty good value, because on the Resolve, I'm gonna get an additional stacks of melee weakness. We could take the Sanguine Assistant just to get additional items. Another thing, like let's say we had maybe like the Bogworms thing, or other ways to get a lot of pip. Another thing you can do is, like, Artificer does trigger when you play a Graft unit on the floor. So, like, I could actually get extra Artificer triggers on Sword Maiden if I'm playing this unit on the floor, but I don't foresee that really happening here. But I still might just take this just to have the just another equipment that I can keep spamming. Plus, it's a pretty good equipment. I think we take it. It's a Calcified Ember, but whatever. I think we definitely go left here. I think the magic that I will target is this one. Has an armory with it, so it's like giving up the arms isn't horrible. Giving up the Pyre remains hopefully isn't horrible. Alcoves are very swingy. They can be useless. They can be game winning. Whatever there. I think we got guaranteed value over here, so that's going to be the magic that I target. So I think we're going to skip this one, get some health, get some items. Alright, Bloodthirsty Blade. I doubt we're going to really... I don't know. I might be able to do something with it. Right now, I could make it... There's just Ogre's Carapace would be okay if I want to, you know, do a different floor, get a 2-floor setup, which is not completely out of the question. If I had maybe the... instead of the Sword Maiden, if I took that other unit, the dude that has high health and damages based on his health with his ability, he could be okay just to stick on his own floor and stick an Overgrowth Carapace on. I still might buy it just to have it as an Artificer trigger. I don't know. It's not out of the question. Let's go take a look what we got here first. Okay, we could end up with the Silence Tome here. That would be nice. Banished would probably give us... I think it usually gives Liquid Valor, which is okay. Luna Coven usually gives the Conduit Heal card. That Conduit Heal card is probably not very useful, so that's not getting taken. So, and Stygian, I can't remember. I think it's still usually Frost or Urchin Spines usually, which is not that good for me. I think the Banished will be better. Just take it as a nice sort of safe hit. Okay, let's take Stygian. I don't know. It's okay. It doesn't really do anything relevant. I'd rather just draw my other cards. It's not that good. I guess it would have been okay with the Emote Tome, but whatever. I don't think I'll take this. Oops, almost purged a card. Okay, Zone of Silence. That's really good. That's big time help with Dominion, big time health with a lot of stuff. We're definitely buying that. And I guess we don't have enough for those, but I could just buy this Meat Shield as well. gives me less money for the steel, but I actually don't care that much about spending money on the steel. I'm mainly interested in, you know, duping my unit. So I'll take it. It's another Artificer trigger. Why not? And it's a useful health increase. So, you know, I will say that this game is getting taken over by Sword Maiden, but it's very, how do I say this? There's no real norm for melee weakness Talos. The norm is that she's usually just valuable outside of Ring 1. And, you know, I can't say there's such a thing as a typical melee weakness run, so I'm just showing you that, like, she provides value, you know, blasts a bunch of melee weakness to the floor, which provides a lot of front-loaded damage, but it's up to you to figure out how to actually fill your floors with valuable units. And we see the value here when we see the Sword Maiden. It's like, there's other things we could have done, right? But this is a very straightforward path to victory here. And we don't want to get overconfident, though. It's still Siphon, bro. So, okay, we're going to stick this and probably just leave it here so we can actually hopefully get some stacks there. We'll go mid, and I might as well shift top here and get some melee weakness. So let's move you up. She has the lowest health, so let's give her that. And we might as well shift again. Kind of want to hit the It's Alive there. I probably should have shifted her to the front in hindsight. Oh well, I do want to maximize my shifts here, so it's fine. Put you there. We're going to let the Battle Dancer just be the unit that we pour Scissor Hands onto. I forgot about Windblade. I mean, that definitely goes there. We want to let that hit. I'll just let him block as many as possible. Okay. We don't want to cleave here, but I also don't know if I want to shift here because I want to limit how much rage this guy's getting. He gains a lot of rage per kill, and we obviously, you know, killing them's fine. But I don't want to kill another unit if I can help it, so I think this is a pretty good turn just to Calcified Ember. It seems pretty reasonable to me. And now we can do our stuff. Zone of Silence isn't really doing anything positive for me in this fight, so I think we want to It's Alive. I think I should shift now, because I don't want to shift next turn, unless I really want to pour the damage in on the boss. What I'm trying to do is just limit the Siphons. And move you forward. 11 and 6. It's a good a time as any to get him his armor. We'll just do that. I could have also just played the Steward. Maybe I should have done that. I think it's fine though. We're winning this fight for sure. All right. Well, we're killing the floor. I don't know why I thought I would. I don't know why I thought that would not happen. But we might as well. I think we're gonna win this fight pretty handily. So. We may as well still just want this guy to get as many kills as possible. So I don't want him to be in the third slot. I need to get the Bloodthirsty Blade going. Put that there. We can put you there. Get you some armor. Now, if I cared about stacking the lifesteal, I could just leave that and not do this. It's not like I'm gaining a huge benefit at this point by doing scissor hands, but I think it's fine. Do this. Just do that. Alright, get that going. No need to really shift here. I mean, I could, but I probably just want to let this die. That gives me a higher chance without having to get too into the calculations here of my sword mating getting the kill. So we want to min-max the Bloodthirsty Blade stats. Alright, we got it. Okay, Sanctuary, Mind of Our Own. Definitely not Electricity Chamber. Definitely my first thought is Mind of Their Own. Do we want offense or defense? I mean, offense is defense sometimes. Not necessarily against Seraph of Dominion, though. Corruption does put a wrench in that plan. Granted, we do... Yeah, it's the AoE corruption I'm worried about in this fight. Don't really have a good way to daze Seraph. It's probably Sanctuary, even though I really want Mind of Their Own. Mind of Their Own's way more fun, technically way more powerful, but Sanctuary might be the play that is covering my weaknesses. You know, sometimes you just don't want to get caught off guard. I think a lot of people complain about Seraph of Dominion because they'll stomp the whole game and then just die to it without really thinking about steps they made along the way. Like, this could be a key decision point, right? Where, let's say I took the Mind of Their Own and I never found any additional defense, and then I just die to the corruption. You know, a lot of the newbie players won't. They'll just be like, "Oh my God, Seraph Dominion is overtuned and please nerf," right? How did they ever test this? But it's like, well, I could tell you that you could have took the Sanctuary and at least stalled out 2 entire turns to your whole floor of corruption ticks. And you also could have, you know, maybe hunted some Merchant of Magics to get like a consumer move or a double stack on that Sanctuary. Or just get it down to a 1 cost with your Emote Tome. You know, you had options, but you didn't take them. And then, yeah, you crushed the whole run until you ran into Seraph of Dominion. But that's why I'm thinking maybe I take the Sanctuary. Even though I do think I probably could get away with Mind of Their Own. There's a lot of defensive options. It's not like I'm completely lacking in defense when I have the It's Alive and the Liquid Courage and the Meat Shield and the Sanguine's Assistant. A very large amount of Valor that I can spread across the whole floor. Like, it's I don't know, the Sanctuary is just kind of... I feel like the Cleave already kind of does what Mind of Their Own would do, even though Mind of Their Own would hit much harder, and especially with my melee weakness application, probably looking at flying kills. Like, if this is a daily challenge, for sure, I'm taking Mind of Their Own here, but I think the safer pick here is Sanctuary, so I'll just stick with that. Okay. These are all fine units, but I don't know that we need them. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to Hellvent Sword Maiden like twice, and then eventually get... I won't take a pip upgrade or anything. I'm probably just gonna take an Ember upgrade, honestly, because I'm only hitting that 1 magic, if I even end up hitting it. Plus I just added the Sanctuary, like, and I have the Emote Tome, like, Ember upgrades for sure happening, which would allow me to take maybe another unit here. I just don't know where it fits in. I probably don't take them. Yeah, I don't think I take them. We're just Hellventing Sword Maiden 2 to 3 times. I probably want to get a Rising Rage Hellvented as well, just so I can get them all on the same floor without taking a pip upgrade. Alright, Dualism is really good also on the Sword Maiden, but It'd be fine on the Battle Dancer as well. It's either dualism or multi. I don't know which one would be better here. I feel like dualism would be better. I'd rather have him stack the Valor more so that he can get more armor. Plus, certain artifacts would interact with that better. Plus, it's the same damage, even though the multi-strike's easier to get that damage to be relevant. It is the same damage overall to take the dualism, plus it's $10 cheaper. All of these things are leading me to believe that, yeah, I think I'll just put the dualism here. Not really any other good option for it. I don't really want to put multi on any of these, so we're fine there. And we're going to Hellvent this. I mean, I guess also the since I'm Hellventing it, I'm going to have an extra pull on the equipment at the start, which will be another use of Hell's Flames. Okay, we got options here. I would have flexed Celebrate at this point if I saw it, because I really don't need additional melee weakness. I'm killing the floor if I shift at all. But the Resolve also is not super useful to me at this point. Like I said, the Resolve path is really strong in the first 3 rings. It does fall off a little bit, especially if I'm just going to flex it. So we'll just keep going melee weakness. I'll go full melee weakness. I don't even think I would take a late Celebrate, because that's like pretty irrelevant stats that late, probably. Let's get rid of maybe Spear Steward or Inspire. Probably Inspire, because at least the Spear Stewards I can play out. I'll get rid of 2 Inspires. Okay, it is the Corruption boss, and it's the Scourge Shuffling group, so we probably want to set up mid, I'm thinking. Okay. I should put you at the top. Put you down there. Windblade's really good with the Talos or the Battle Dancer, but I think I'm better off just getting stacks here. Yeah, I think that's just better. Okay, definitely going to cleave here. We only got 3 mana, so it doesn't really matter what I play first. We'll just get... Actually, we can double dip here. I'll double dip here. I'll leave you in front so that you gain your armor. But see what I mean? That counts as a artifice when you play a graft unit on the floor. And I have no reason really to move Talos yet. I might as well wait till the next turn and get my melee weakness. Alright, we're going to move you down. Do I want to move you anywhere in particular? Not really. And then we do want to cleave, and again on 3 Ember, it doesn't really matter what I play first here. We'll spam... We already played the shift card, so we can just, I guess, spam you. I don't know. And we'll put you there. Might as well just... If we get Collector top, actually, I guess I want to just put you there. That's fine. Alright, predicted. Son of Silence could go... I probably should put it bottom. It'd be nice to put it here so that I don't have to worry about the sap, but I also just don't have to play spells here. I'd much rather take out the these dudes. I mean, granted, I could just let their stuff hit me because I'm Pyre's greed, but whatever. There's reasons for everything in this game. Do I gain more by shifting here still with the sap? I think I do. I think we should. No sense in leaking. I'm going to enough, and that sap will wear off soon enough. Alright, this is a fine turn. It's kind of pointlessly sapped them, but that's okay. Let's move you up. And I'll move you forward, I guess, just to make this guy live. And I'll be sure to... I guess I actually should move one of them up. Just so I can save a little bit of health on Talos. I'll let that hit me. Alright, there's a bloodthirsty blade. We could probably just put it here. And then... he's not really getting a kill this turn, though. The Windblade is not necessarily doing a whole lot. I think we'll just put it on this one, because it has the armor. It's easier for me to shift it forward. Alright, if Talos dies, whatever. It's not like the end of the world. This doesn't really benefit us. I'll just play it up here, I guess. Okay. So we have all this going on. Let's give you... let's go like this. That pretty much guarantees victory. I guess we should just shift you down as well, just to get some melee weakness going here. And as long as they die, I get to preserve the melee weakness, so that's good. And I guess I should have put that guy down first, but it's all good. And that ought to do that. Alright, getting through it here. Now I do hope they change it. I will say the death suit, when you put it on an enemy, does not count as for your artificer. Yeah, ally of this unit. I think it'd be cool if it worked on enemies too, but maybe they'll change that one day. Lead Songbird would be a pretty good damage spike, and we have a lot of Merchant of Steels we're hitting, so it'd be pretty easy for me to get some health on it. It is another Calcified Ember. Or I just take the Shield of Winge, which is just a really good item, but maybe not amazing on my build. It's not amazing on my build, but it is alright. I don't have to Celebrate, and I'm not really adding health to anything, so it's not like a high amount of damage, but it is still AoE. And it's another item to Artifice with, but it is higher cost. Songbird, I don't know. The problem is, like, I'm already going to be utilizing Rising Rage to get these Sword Maidens onto the floor. Songbird feels a little bit win more. I think it's just shield. Okay, I could take the Mixology. Even without any other mix cards, it would just help me to do some things. There's also the Surgical Strike with... I mean, I guess it doesn't really care about Emote Tome, but just getting it to a 0 cost and like plus 10 can guarantee that every 14 health and lower enemy is dead in this game. This could be a skip. I don't know. Faulty Body could be fine. You know, at a certain point I have so much armor on these guys that losing my health is irrelevant, and having the spikes on top of like a Shield of Winge could be good. But I don't know. Is it win more? Is it win more? This could be a skip. 3 strong cards that I'm probably just going to skip. You know, we're really just leaning into the Banished side of things for the most part, other than we'll take graft units here and there. I'm trying to think, what am I worried about? I need front-loaded damage for Spike's Kale. I think I have that. I need some AoE and frontline survivability for Corruption. I'm pretty sure I have that. Mixology can help with survivability and front-loaded damage, though. It's also really good with the emote tome to some degree. Not if I don't upgrade it, though. I have a lot of stuff that wants to get upgraded, and I'm only hitting one Merchant of Magic. This would be a very easy mixology, I feel, if the Ember wasn't attached. I think I may still take it. I'm trying to think. It's like, I don't want to overestimate myself here. Like, there's going to be turns where I need to maybe root an enemy. I don't know. I have so much melee weakness. So, I don't know. Do I need purple? Do I need blue? Probably not on either of them. Maybe green is still useful to me. Like, just sometimes I can 50-50 into 2 out of 3 for a one-time reanimate stack. Red could be okay. Just get some additional damage shield or lifesteal for the Dominion fight. I think we should take the mixology. Not a great situation for it, but it's alright. Titanite dualism. Nice. Well, if I had upgrades, if I had units to upgrade, they're there. Okay. I don't necessarily have to put Zone of Silence on my room. You know, it's what? The Scourge Shufflers for Dominion, right? And it's... I mean, I kind of do. Because I need the corruption dudes not to spread their corruption to me. That's the main thing I'm wanting Zone of Silence for. And I'm probably setting up bottom or mid in that fight. I don't know the Boiler Room can work then. I really like Boiler Room, but... I mean, I could still set Boiler Room up on another floor that I'm tossing my graft units on. And that's still, like, maybe worth it. And then, of course, just adding a meat shield, I think, to get an Artificer stack is fine. And a heal. It's a 15 heal, if anything. Plus 10 additional heal. That's good for... Yeah, probably just meat shield. And we will Hellvent another one of these units. Probably should have made some removals there. Oops. We want to let this guy come up top and we'll farm him with our Bloodthirsty Blade. I could eventually Hellvent the Bloodthirsty Blade if it gets enough stacks, but it's only got a little bit so far. Alright, we got the expensive one. Alright, we'll get you that. We'll put that on. We'll move this guy up here, maybe to trigger the shift, and hopefully I can get a graft unit to play up there to get additional artificers. Okay, we do get the additional artificers. Yeah, if I put this here, it should get the Bloodthirsty Blade Slay, along with killing that. We'll get the Artificer there. And might as well shift you up. Still doesn't, like, still means I get the Slay there, so that's fine. Could have shifted him here, too. Now the only question is Sanctuary? I don't think so, because I want these guys both to die, so I think we'll just double play our Liquid Courage. You can have that. You can have that. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna leave you in front so that you keep getting your slays. I need to move you up. I could move you up too. Is there? But then I don't have you in front. I guess I still could if I alive it to the front. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's move you up. Move you up. And I'll alive you to the front. I'll give you this, I guess, and you can have this. We'll give the shift to, what's her name? Alright, definitely gonna get the money here. Doesn't really, I guess we want to play this first, huh? Still put you in front. Yes, but I do want to get 2 kills, so I need to do this. There we go. We don't want to silence at the bottom floors because that would prevent the resolve stacks from the boss, so we won't do that. Put this up here then, let that hit us. Throw these here. Sorry, sidetracked. Alright, they're all dying. I should shift here, though, because, again... I'll keep the ability, though, because we have the It's Alive, so we might as well just use that. Let's move... Doesn't really matter how we do this, actually. I just need to make sure that you're in front. I want you to get most of the kills. Do that. I still have that shift item somewhere, right? Yeah. Do that. Get these guys out of there. Alright, you can has that. We're just gonna play it like that. I'd rather have the extra damage. And this is why we saved the ability, because now I can just move him forward, or move her forward, or backward, either way, but we want to make sure that this kills in 1 hit so I get the maximum stacks here. Get that dead, I guess. Don't have enough pip to do the full thing here. Now, if I got Rising Rage here, I would actually bring up the Prayer Stone, I guess, to get extra slays. Although I already get 2, so it's fine. Yeah, let's go like this. You still get your slays. Maybe we'll go like this. Go like that. If I was thinking a bit harder, I may have tried to figure out a way to kill my units if I could, to try to only have the one dude at the end, but it's not too, like, the Bloodthirsty Blade being super stacked is not like that important to our game plan. So Demonize kind of is way overcosted for what it does, but it may still be worth taking. The other option is Punk Shredder, maybe. I don't know, like, I've been crushing it so far, but once the 500 health tanks start showing up, like, I may still need some extra damage. I don't know. I'm still shifting a lot. I'll probably take a draw upgrade. I don't know that I need any of these. Even the Liquid Courage, I don't know that I need. You know, I've added so many defensive things. I think this is a skip. You can take Demonize if you're worried about front-loaded damage, even though it's like technically a bad card, it still does good things. The Descend is often not ideal. You can use it on your own units sometimes. I mean, if we think we need to set up bottom floor, it makes sense. You know, my guys can survive 2 melee weakness, no problem. I don't think we take these. Okay. Now the Mind of Their Own's not looking too bad. Weaponized Prosthetics okay too. This card's just kind of weird. There's an Ember attached, so it's definitely not good enough for me to take it now. It's technically really good scaling though, right? Like we have some units that we don't care about the items sticking around, so it's like, yeah, it's like 3 razor sharp edges worth of damage, but it's not really, right? Like in the context of if I drew it after I've already played all my equipment, and even if it's like a Scissors Hands, it's actually more like 21 overall damage, but I don't know. It's probably not. It would be extra scaling, and I did say like I might need it, but it's not going to beat out Mind of Their Own. Let's just take that. Okay, we already are pretty good on Pyre health. We're going to get more here, so we're going to be at full, assuming we don't leak here, which I don't think we will. So, and I already have enough Artificer targets, plus I get an Armorer here anyway. It's pretty clear this is the magic that we targeted, right? And it still remains the best target, so let's do it. I have a lot of stuff that wants to be costed down. Right now for the -2, it's either of these. I don't think it would be Cleave. It's a Spell Chain as well. Ooh, that's good. Zephyr could be good with the could be good. I just don't know. That it's like it's competing against Zone of Silence. Definitely not Stoic Plate Mail. Plate Mail can be gooder sometimes, but not for this deck. The Everlasting Light is acceptable. We have a wide floor, and it's just another Artificer trigger. It's a cheap item. Zephyr's very cheap. It's 0, but again, it's like, I definitely don't know that I would use it over the Zone of Silence. I mean, the Zone of Silence in the Kale fight is probably not going on my floor. It's probably just going on the bottom. So it could be good for that fight. It certainly makes melee shift Talos pop the hell off, but it's not doing a whole lot for my floor otherwise, other than making it a little awkward to position sometimes, or to reposition afterward. It might be okay. It's going to make it harder for me to stack my Bloodthirsty Blade stacks, but I don't care about that, I don't think. It would greatly accelerate the rate at which I kill stuff. I think we take it. So, Spell Chain. I think whatever we end up putting the -2 on, it needs to also go with it. Which makes me want to put it on Mixology, and then I could just put the Pyre heal on Mind of Their Own. Or Cleave. I think we go Mixology here. The Mixology is really just for a one-time tech, and if I'm able to emote tome it at 0 and Spell Chain, then I'll definitely get whatever tech I need. You know? And we'll do that because it's my highest cost thing, and I do want to play it. For 25 bucks, sure. Might help me kill a collector sometimes. Remove Consume pretty obviously going here. And we might as well intrinsic the Rising Rage, I think. Yeah. That is going to greatly help us get going. And then I think we want this to be cheaper. Because I mean, honestly, I would hold out for a -2 if I think I'm going to hit that magic. I mean, that magic, it's like, I probably don't need the Pyre Remains. The Vortex would be fine. Do I really need another Steel? I don't need another Steel. Do I really need another Hellvent? Because I'm already getting one here. I mean, we're guaranteed to get -2 on this Sanctuary if I go to that Merchant of Magic. So it'd be much better at a 1 cost than a 2 cost, especially with the Emote Tome. Also, like, I don't need Sanctuary in the upcoming fight, so it's not like I need this Ember upgrade in a huge way or something. I think I'm gonna actually, yeah, I think we're gonna hit one more magic up. So I think just getting one of these to 0 is fine. One of the It's Alives. It's really nice to be able to play that for 0 with the Emote Tome, and we could do that. I don't think I want these consuming. I think we haven't really used the cleaves other than for killing collectors, but I do believe in the final fights when those Avowed Gladiators start coming in that we'll want them. I don't know that I need to purge. I'm going to have 2 free purges at the end, but we'll purge once. Might as well. We got extra money, so. Alright, front-loaded damage time. I think we want to set up mid this fight. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's right. Alright, you got that. I'm going to put Talos up top to bait out Kale to go there. Alright, we got the extra Artificer trigger here. I'll just have to find a way to kill that thing. Let's move you forward. I might as well wait on the shift here, actually. Let's just eat that hit. I'll move down next turn. Give you that. Okay, we'll move you to the back. Oops, that's fine. I want the Artificer trigger, right? Let's give... If I do this, I think I give up a Slay, but that's still probably fine. I think we're just going to go for the flying kill in this fight. We already dealt with a fight. That's Spike's KO for you. It's like, you know, I've complained about it before, but it's just how it is. Let's put you there. Put you there. I think I let this hit me. I mean, I can heal it back anyway. Might as well just min-max my gold, right? I think I actually shouldn't have played that there if I eventually wanted this thing to die, but I guess I just don't care about it dying. Put the silence there. That might have hurt me. I might have wanted that gold. I don't know. Alright, we can search to keep this guy alive if I want to. You know what, though? I think let's just go for the flying kill. I think I should be able to get it here. I kind of want to play this first, but I want this to get emote-tomed. Let me think. If I get blue and purple, I think because I'm Titanite, I still live, right? Because I guess I would put this unit in front. I guess I don't need to put that unit in front, though, huh? Let's just go like... Let's go like... This. Yeah, he's surviving. And that. I was hoping for blue there. Let's try this. What's happening? It's 90. So I kill. Ah, that's why the damage went down. Talos is getting the hit. Well, let's just do that. At least do a little bit more damage there. I didn't really think about the fact that Talos was going to be the one getting that hit when I made that play, but it is what it is. Here, let's have you there, you there, you there. Might as well just let that hit me. There's the Zephyr room. Better late than never, I suppose. If I put this guy up top, Kale I don't think will come back for my flying kill, so I guess I just won't play it. Let's move you forward, and then I guess move you back forward. We definitely need to get the kill here. This should do it. Alright, we got the flying kill. Let's go ahead and let that hit us. Definitely looking strong. Ooh, Eagleheart is so good. It's kind of like a mini Mind of Your Own with a shift all in one. Does come with a calcified ember. I mean, all of these are good. I think I like the Eagleheart here, though. Deck is still pretty expensive, but not taking a draw upgrade may not be the best. Deck is somewhat fat. Yeah, we do need a draw upgrade. Okay. Let's get our Pyre health up and get a Hell Vent. This is less important. We're just going to hit that final magic and give up one of the Hell Vents. Smidge Stone. There's a lot that I could Hell Vent. I don't know that I need a 4th Sword Maiden. The problem if I take a 4th Sword Maiden is my Rising Rage opener. It's already hitting the Battle Dancer. The Battle Dancer is not that important though. But it's okay. It's like I guess what I'm trying to say is if I Hellvent another Sword Maiden, it's kind of like I'm removing the Battle Dancer, so it's not like a purely... It's not like a pure Hellvent. There is some downside there because most likely Battle Dancer cannot get used. But again, it's not that powerful of a unit for me right now. I don't shift a massive amount. I don't know. I feel like one of my spells might be better. Like Mine of My Own, I'm kind of feeling right now. Maybe the Mixology. Could also Hellvent the Zone of Silence, and then I just silence bottom and mid, set up top. That's completely fine. I also just find the room faster if I just need one of them. It's Alive is not a horrible one either. Sanctuary would probably be bad at 3. The difference with the Mind of Their Own is it doesn't care that it's 3, and it does heal me. Not that that heal really matters at this point. Am I fine with just the 3 of these? Also, Cleave is not out of the question. I think I like the Mind of Their Own. It'll help me get flying kills. It's just fun. I'm going to get rid of one of these with money. Actually, you know what? I'll get rid of all of them. I think that makes sense, but we should keep some money for the upcoming artifacts. We haven't even looked for artifacts on this run. Okay, so I could get 2 Celebrates, which would get me 12 total health and 4 total damage. That doesn't seem super relevant for, you know, it's a Titan fight, so let's just go full melee weakness. Prayer Stone's pretty easy. We've got health on all of our guys, and this fight's annoying because my floor doesn't particularly set up bottom well. But that's why we Hellvented a card that can get my health back, right? So I'm not too worried about it. We'll set up mid. Alright, no BT Blade. No BT Blade. That's okay. Just gonna set these up then. I'd still rather probably get that Wind Blade on the Talos if I can. Okay, still... Okay, no unit, so we can do this now. I actually should... Yeah, I should do this first, actually. Let's move you up. You up. Put that there. Put you in the back, I think. You know, I'm Pyre's Greed. It's not too bad if I just take the damage. I think let's get rid of this now. And we'll mix, see what we get. Yeah, we get some rage. Damage shield. Yeah, that's fine. I only need 1 damage shield. I'm gonna one-shot this thing. Okay, I'll take 2, I guess. Alright. Okay, you're in front. I have no shift this turn. Probably should have actually put the Shield of Wind here, but I was trying to set up for Cleave, which I still think is fine. I have options. Drawing both Cleaves here was pretty shitty, but if this guy hits me once, whatever. Like I can move up, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean I can move up, but it's not going to be enough with that Prayer Stone in the way. I can move this guy forward though if I want that Collector still. And honestly, I might. Yeah, this guy's, he'll hit me once, whatever. We do want this on this floor still. I think I am going to move this guy up though. But let's apply the melee weakness first. It's a little awkward how I have to do this. Go like this. Put you up. I want that money. I'm a greedy bastard. What can I say? And then I could probably do this anyway. Just block the hit. I got lifesteal. It doesn't matter. So do I want Zone of Silence? I'm already taking 9 here. I got the collector, so I got a lot of gold. Do I really need to be taking all of this damage? I probably should just Zone of Silence here. I think I've got enough gold. My Pyre health's a bit more important than the gold at some point here. Okay. Next turn we'll bring you back down. Just throw you guys here. Might as well get our health back. If I move you forward, you don't have Titanite, so you would die. If I move you forward, you have Titanite. I just want to move you forward maybe. I would like to get the lifesteal here though, so that this guy, and the armor, so that he doesn't just die to these AoE guys. So what is this? This is 9. It'll be 6 plus 9. I should live, so that's fine. I got this guy. I mean, like I said, it's like, I mean, this fight was a little unique. I greeted for the top. If I just kept Talos on the floor, I would have cleared that just fine. But, Battle Dancer's probably dead here no matter what because of this draw. There's a lot of stuff we could have drawn here to not have it die, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep the health here because these AoE guys are getting pretty annoying. I think I need to move the Talos back down. Alright, that floor's dying. I do lose the Battle Dancer. I can just play 2 of these up here. I guess I should play that too. I fucked that up a little bit. I should have put one of the erratic systems or assistants back down, but it's all good. So this at least prevents the 5 damage. He will hit me twice though. That just is what it is. I do want to put... If I put this guy in front, does it die? I take 6 plus... 6 plus 12. I think it's exact lethal if I put him in the front. Well, I haven't had the emote tome yet. Let's just try it. Okay, he lives. I guess something. I can't remember how exactly the Titanite damage. I thought it rounded up, but maybe it rounds down. So it looks like I'm fine there. I do want to keep him in front, so we'll just play that there, I guess. I will still take that hit. I mean, we're replenishing our health at the final battle anyway. So this Pyre damage isn't not like horrible to take. I could probably play this on this guy. He's got a lot of armor. Just play this. Maybe Cleave would have been better. I don't know. How did this guy not end with any armor? thought he... Oh, this is... See, it's a Zephyrim. The Zephyrim is throwing me off as per usual. The Savagery's final assault is so much harder than all the other fights. It's like all this fucking AoE damage. I think the cleave here is better. He'll resolve and gain spell shield, but I don't know. This guy's just gonna die. I think we wanna do this. Or cleave will be fine. Let's go here, here, and cleave. Darn it, he's actually killing both, so I don't get my lifesteal. That's probably fine. It's probably fine. Actually, oops. Why did I think that could move that? I swear, I think he used to be able to. I don't know. I think he used to be able to. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move you forward and then do the Mind of Their Own. Alright, that looks good. I won't mess with it. After seeing that go down, I think I will take this Liquid Courage. I think I need a little bit of extra help there. I might take this too. I may need it. Alright, we're going left for sure. Alright, Burning Feathers sucks. Pyre Stone we're definitely taking. Jack Strips. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, another Remove Consume. That's going to go there for sure. Now I'm a little... And the original plan here was to do that, but that might be better. I don't think so. This thing was hard to play at 3. Let's make it much easier to play. Yeah, stick to that plan. And I do think I'll Permafrost a cleave. That was weird. Like, brought me back to a different screen. I don't know. Did I take Jack Strips? It would help if I set up top in the upcoming fight, but I don't see why I would set up top necessarily. It still helps anyway. It definitely helps in the Titan fight. I think we take it. Ooh, that's an Ember upgrade right there. There's a Lightstone casing though. That's why I kind of wanted to re-roll before I did this, but I don't know. Let's re-roll this and see if Lightstone casing makes sense. Not really. These aren't that good of upgrades. Intrinsic. Definitely taking that. And then I think we just... I don't think we care to intrinsic anything. Eagle Heart is fine. I think a Surge Stone here is fine. I don't necessarily need this to come back. And then just get rid of these Inspires. They suck. Okay. I think I'm still setting up mid here. I don't know though. With the Jack Strips, should I? I still have the Scourge Shufflers to worry about. It's probably fine. Set up mid. bait you out top. I don't care too much about where these go. I didn't really want to see this here. I think I still should put this here, though. Okay, I do want you to gain your armor, but I do want to get this Artificer stack before I move. I don't have to move here, but if I do move, it does prevent me the Pyre damage, or sorry, the unit damage, which maybe I don't care that much about. Alright, let's move you guys up. I should actually do this, get the Artificer stack. Okay. I can put Zephyroom here. The only problem there is I stack a lot of corruption if I do that. I limit my corruption so much if I just put the Zone of Silence here. I think I like that. Let's put the damage shield here. I'm actually going to just redo this. I want to spread my stuff around if I can. Yeah, I want to spread my stuff around if possible. Maybe you got 28. I think I still put it there. Alright, you're coming down. I want to bait the unit back up there. This is actually not enough to kill this, so I guess I'm not playing Cleave and I just play mine on my own here, maybe? I should double play this. I guess, like... this. Probably could have done that in a better order, but I don't think it'll matter. We've already gotten some pretty good damage in on the boss, and that pretty much has solved the fight. Now, final fight, we don't need gold, so there's no point in taking Pyre damage if we can help it. There. Who wants this health? I guess you want it? I also don't need to Artifice here necessarily. Like, I might want to just double play It's Alive. I think I want to do that. Alright, what do I want to double play here? I think I just want to start going for the flying kill. I could put this down here and then I get 15 plus 10. It's still not enough to kill that. Kind of thinking I actually Zephyroom this to try to move toward the flying kill. Like, I've already prevented enough corruption, and yeah, I think I just want to go for the flying kill at this point. So let's go 1, 2. Should have cleaved while that guy was in front. Oops, whatever. Oh. Might as well cleave now then. Move you forward. And do that. I guess you're dying. Oh well. I went greedy. I thought I was going to get the flying kill there without really doing too much complicated calculations, but I guess I didn't. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Let's do at least some damage here. I might have fucked myself over here. Here, let's give you this. We'll be fine, I think. Man, that was really stupid. I didn't think Talos would die there, but I guess that corruption got her. It is what it is. Definitely, the Zephyr room was the wrong call. We'll still win, I think. Hopefully. I mean, I got a lot of damage I gotta get through here, but... Okay, that guy... I could move him up and at least prevent some damage. It might be better just to keep him here, though. Might as well move you up. And I might as well move you up as well. Just limit the amount of this shit that's getting into my deck. Alright, we got the cleave at least permafrosted. That should help a bit here. Probably better for me just to play these out. I mean, these aren't going to hopefully make their way up. This saves you more. Okay. We should just cleave twice, I think. Unless I think it's alive is better. Yeah, I think maybe we go here. That corruption will be a problem. He's 10 short. I mean, my Pyre will kill him, but I definitely don't want to take all that damage. So I need to kill him here. It's like, what is the best route to that? This thing does 99. I really hate that this continues to do its stuff in Relentless, so to speak. 189. He technically does more damage than this. Alright, that gets the kill. Okay. Very sloppy because I was trying to go for the flying kill. Maybe don't do that. That should not have been a fight I really took any damage on. Instead, we took 57. A bit embarrassing, but you know what? We salvaged it. We'll still win. You can see, though, going back to it, I said... Before I was like, oh, you know, Sword Maiden is taking over this run. Not really. From the moment Talos died onward, that fight became real shitty, you know? So Talos is actually very, very valuable here still. Okay, this fight, do we want to go mid or top? There are some Scourge Shufflers, but I'm pretty sure we want to go top on this fight. We want to give ourselves definitely as much time as possible to find as much shit as we can. Alright, you're gonna go there. Definitely gonna do that. We'll do that. This guy ends up in front, but that doesn't matter. I still want the maximum amount of valor stacks there. Alright, let's get this. And we'll get this one. And instead of maximizing our whatever, our valor, I want to maximize my melee weakness, I think. So move you up and up. I definitely want this to get played, because the Scourge Shufflers will immediately come in. I don't want them to get me initially. Alright, is Eagleheart better here, or is It's Alive better here? I think It's Alive is better here. You get your health back. Don't need to play the Vengeful Shards, really. I'm gonna put some damage shield on Talos this time. Make sure that I don't lose her. Alright, Zephyr. You're gonna make things weird, but we gonna do it. I'm definitely double playing Sanctuary here. I guess Mind of Their Own is not getting played here. That's fine. I need to loop one more time to beat this guy anyway. I need to play some Pyre Lights. I probably need to double play some Pyre Lights. We'll play that. Who needs... I guess we'll just do this. I'm going to wait on shifting. I'd rather... Well, there's probably no point in not shifting. I do get corruption on Talos if I do this. I think that's fine. I do want to put that damage in, and she's got enough damage shield that I'll let her soak it up. Plus, when she's in front, the Zephyr Rune gets the most procs. Definitely just... do we want to double play Firelight here? I only need to play It's Alive once. Him dying is good for me, though. Which makes me want to double play this, and I think I will. I do want you to die. Alright, we should win now. I've already killed Entropy. Savagery will die, and then I just need to kill Dominion, and I've got enough Pyre health that I think we're fine. So let's double play this. That's my most important thing to do at the moment. Keep the cleave for sure. We'll play this. Who is in the most dire straits right now? Some more damage shield on the guy that's in front, I guess, because I want to wait for my shifts. I want to try to get some more. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just do this. guess that. I definitely need to make sure that he dies. And we should be able to do that. I got 2 It's Alives. I think I can still double play the Pyre Light then. If I move you forward, are you dying? You got 2 damage shields, so you block the majority of that. Then you take 20, you get the thing, but you'll take back your health with It's Alive. You have the biggest hit for melee weakness. Okay, good. That's really all I needed to do. And I think we just go here. Could even do this to help a little bit with that. And then just do that, I guess. And next turn we should win. Alright, disaster averted. And just to get a little bit of extra health back. Make it look like we did better than we did. Alright, easy game, easy life. In true Gabriot fashion, we almost throw Seraph the Dominion. But we make it. We make it through. Hey, I got a melee weakness applied record. Nice. Yeah, I mean, the Dominion fight really should not have been hard. Like, basically what I should have done is never gotten rid of my silence room in the mid, and I never should have tried to... I should have, like, protected Talos, definitely never finished with her in front. And that would not have been a hard fight. But, you see, you know what? We'll just say it was a happy accident, kind of like Bob Ross, where it actually showed that Talos was very important to the run. Without Talos, a gigantic portion of my damage is missing, so... it actually was good that it happened, because otherwise it might not have been obvious that Talos was putting in a ton of work in that run, and you might have thought that it's just all getting done by the Sword Maidens, which actually it wasn't. Talos was actually more important as a single unit than the 3 of them were. But anyway, yeah, hopefully that was a useful Talos run. I might try a Baron Grail run next. I'm not entirely sure yet. We've been getting a lot of Lazarus lately, so people might be tired of Lazarus. I'll never be tired of Lazarus, because honestly, they're my favorite clan. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I may even like them more than I liked Hellhorn in the first game. But, yeah, maybe people are tired of Grail. Or, sorry, tired of Lazarus. So Grail might not be the next one. I don't know. Gilda is another one I get a lot of requests for. So Gilda, Lady Gilda, I might show. We haven't done a Pyreborn run in a little bit, I think. That's definitely a possibility. Maybe I'll do Gilda and then a Grail run. We got options. We got options. I could also start going back to full random if we want to. Anyway, have fun with that run. I think you could do a lot better than I did on it. Feeds letter relative. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.